April 30th, I believe. Or was it 31st?
There's no 31st.
Okay, 30th. My father, Robert Huber, died while he was putting in the last bit of corn into the planter. I've never felt more pain in my life than I did. I tried to hold it in as best as I could that night, but it was just coming out. My father, I based my whole life around the man. And he's gone. He was 64 and I'm 29. I relied on him for his guidance. I relied on him for him to be there for me. He fixed everything for me without a second thought. I'll tell you about the death of my father, I guess, and then what happened. I was trying to get a hold of him for the past couple of days. Wanted to tell him how I shot with the Army qualification. And then I was gonna give him a heads up or ask him if he had time to help me fix my mower I broke last year to mow my front grass. I mean, I have no idea where to start, but I know my dad can. So he didn't answer, but he was working on planting. Tried calling him a bunch the next day, so the day he died, and then called him when I got to work, after I had gotten to work, and I just wanted to talk to him. Still wanted to ask him about helping me fix my mower. Finally called my mom, since I knew she was home, and asked her if he was around. Like maybe she had talked to him. I wasn't worried about him at that time because frankly, I never really had to worry about Dad. But then she found him dead. When I got the call from my mother that he was dead, you know, I always thought about what I would be like when my father was died. I never thought it would be too soon, really soon, and I always knew it would kill me. I never wanted this day to come, ever. Not him. My wife has told me that I worshipped the man, but that's just because I'm trying to be like him. I just want time with him. I want to be the kind of father he was to me. And it wasn't perfect, but you know what? He was my dad. He was the best. I've always said this. He was the second best man I've ever known. The first being Jesus Christ Almighty. But my dad had sins. He was not perfect. Well, life helped me realize that. I thank him for it. But now he's gone. But now the two greatest men I've ever known are in heaven. And it freaking kills me. So now I don't have the ability to actually talk to them person to person. I have my wife and I have my mother. I have some friends, but I feel very alone. I miss my father, my best friend other than my wife. I feel like I can't do anything. And it's killing me inside. I feel like I can't do anything right. I can't help out on the farm. So I didn't know enough from my dad. And I feel worthless. I'm just trying to get by each day. I want to make enough time for my wife and kids, and then also be the hero for my mom. But I have to, my dad would kick me in the ass, excuse me for my language, if I wasn't here for my wife and my sons. Because he always told me, Kyle, you're white and you have started a new life. And you need to focus on them. your kids and your wife are more important than me, your mom, or the farm. And he's right. But I'm still grieving the loss of my father. So I'm gonna do whatever the heck it takes to make sure my wife and kids are okay. I don't care about myself. As long as they're okay, I can still make it out to the farm and make sure I can do something out there. I'll be okay. So I had to call my sheriff after I got the news. He didn't pick up, so I called Paul Patterson. Paul, he is a very, very good man. I was in shock when I talked to him. My wife got the next call, and she told me it sounded like my soul was breaking. I'm sure he understood that, because I was losing my mind. I probably shouldn't have been driving, but I was in Wakanda at the time. I didn't want to speed because, well, deputy sheriff. I'm not above the law. But I was freaking out. I brought me and my wife and my kids there because I knew I would be there for a long time. I didn't want to see them suffer, and I didn't want my wife to worry. So I parked at the end of the driveway, and I ran down the driveway to where, in front of the shed, in front of the planter, where my dad was. Didn't say hi to anybody. Just went up to his body, and I didn't know what to think, what I was gonna do, but I started bawling eyes out right in front of my dad's body. Mom and my sister came up to me real quick, because there was quite a few people around my dad, rightfully so. Mom was bawling her eyes out, and I don't know if I'll ever get that horror of that sound out of my head. Like, Joan called me when I was on the way back to Vermilion, and that's when I could hear my mom losing everything. She just lost her husband of 40 some years. Now she's gonna be alone, more alone than any of us. That was a horrifying thing to hear, especially when that woman guided me to the Lord and helped me through many during times where I wanted to do that. She kept me from it. He did too. The Lord did. I owe everything to Jesus, my mother, my father, and my friends, and my wife. He gave me my wife and my kids. I can't be mad at him right now. It's hard not to be, because I just lost the best man I've ever known. He can't fix things for me anymore. He can't be there for my kids.
You want Grandpa here? Maybe Grandpa's not here. You want to go get Grandpa? Baby, we can't go get him. I'm sorry.
They don't get to know. They won't be able to have fun with him shooting, or have fun with him fishing like I did. They won't get to hear how much of a prankster he was, or his laugh. They won't get to know any of it, because they're 3 and 1 years old right now. I miss him. I'd do anything to have him back, but I do not know how I'm going to live, but I'm going to do it because I have a wife and 2 amazing children that I would literally do anything for. I know they're worried about me and I'm worried about them. But if I lose them, I have nothing. If I lose them, I don't know how I can live anymore. So it's going to be hard. It's going to take some figuring out I'm gonna do everything I can for everybody. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I've read a lot in the last 3 days, and it's hard to